Hello everyone, my name is Shiloh Gabriella Six, and I am a senior music education and performance major at MVNU. I live in Mount Vernon, about 3 minutes away from the school. I've been telling myself ever since we moved here in the summer that I'm gonna walk to school this year, but it still hasn't happened. And with the snow, it probably isn't gonna happen anytime soon. Today, I want to give you a brief introduction to what makes Shiloh Shiloh by talking about some of my favorite things, my family and friends, music, and my kind of unusual hobbies. Let's start with my favorite people, my mom and my brother. I love my mom for a lot of reasons. She's a great cook, she's a great listener, but one of my favorite reasons is probably that she laughs at my stories, even when they really aren't that funny. My brother, Josiah, is an art and graphic design major at MVNU, and apart from being super talented, he's also responsible for anything that I do with technology, probably including this video. I guarantee I'm going to need some help with it when I'm done. I am so bad at technology that I have been known to struggle turning on a DVD player. That's not a joke. If I'm not with Mom and Josiah, I'm probably with my boyfriend Zach or my best friend Rachel. Fun fact about Rachel and I, we both swore up and down all through high school that we weren't going to go to MVNU. And here we are, graduating in May. And I'm glad we changed our minds. No introduction to myself would be complete without discussing music. Obviously, since I'm a music major, music is something that's very important to me. I started violin when I was 8 years old because I thought it looked like a fun instrument. I quickly fell in love with both playing the instrument and music itself. Although for years I wanted to be a veterinarian, I even had this little collection of mouse bones in a Tupperware container. I eventually realized that, one, I was terrible at math and science, and two, I really just wanted to do music. Today, music is my biggest passion. If I'm not playing it or singing it, I'm probably listening to it or talking about it. I haven't stopped playing violin, and I also picked up some voice, cello, and piano along the way. And I got an automaton for Christmas. If you don't know what that is, look it up on YouTube. You will be amazed. My favorite types of music are probably bluegrass, folk, and jazz. Although really, I'll listen to anything with a good bass line, and I get obsessed with a new Broadway show at least once a month. Between people, music, and school, I don't have a whole lot of time for hobbies. But when I do have free time, I like to write in my journal. I started it when I was 6, and I've kept it up ever since. Talk about embarrassing, though, reading back on the 6-year-old journal. Whew! I also love knitting, especially knitting socks. They really aren't as hard as everybody says. And I also love to cook and bake. I like to try new recipes, especially ones I find on Pinterest, but they're not always a success. My most spectacular cooking fail was a noodle dish that I thought was going to be a main dish, but ended up being some kind of Russian noodle dessert with 2 cups of sugar in it. My family was not happy about that. It was disgusting. One of my best friends is a chef, so every time I go to her house, I get inspired to come back and try new gourmet foods. I don't know if I'll ever be quite as good as her, but I definitely enjoy trying. One other thing that I enjoy is Marvel movies. I got dragged to see Infinity War last spring at 11 p.m. I know, it was the worst movie I could have started with, and I was hooked. I watched it 3 times, cried every time, and it just went on from there. I'm excited for the many things that we're going to learn in this class. I've always enjoyed communication, and I was active in speech and debate during high school, so I'm eager to review and refine my communication skills during this course. Thanks for watching, and stay warm out there.